Turn in the intro thing.
I bet.
Woo!
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah.
We got some hot takes on this one. We slapping you with cold turkey on this one. Hey, welcome to the Real Fantasy Playmakers. I am your host, Bogie, scot-free. And with no delay whatsoever, I'm going to bring in one half of Hot Take Cold Turkey. Also, a part of the Rum Boys monarchy. We are under the same umbrella. It's my brother, Eric, the Chump Dog. Hey!
Hey, what's going on, my man? Happy to be here.
Man, happy to have you, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I was looking forward to this all day, and I'm excited to get to it.
Yeah, man. You know what? I'm excited to talk some Green Bay Packers. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm just excited to talk, have some hot takes, cold turkey discussion with you, you know what I mean? And man, there's all kind of stuff I want to ask you, man, because I sent you the show sheet, but I'm also going to hit you with some off the script stuff, obviously, you know what I mean? Just to get you, to get you on your toes, you know what I mean? Get you on your game, you know what I'm talking about? But
yeah,
before we get to all that lovely isms, we're going to handle some housekeeping. So go ahead and follow us at the GMM Network on IG and Twitter. Follow me also on IG at Bogie Scott Free World. Also, check us out at rumboys.com. Get you some fresh, drippy swag. That's where you're going to find all our merch. Also, that's where you're going to find all the latest and greatest articles from our innovative sports journalist team. Shout out to Miles Peacock. Shout out to J Love. Shout out to Rum Boys Combat, the homie Jake. And man, shout out to Connor Burke. Man, the list goes on. We have one hell of a writing team. Go on rumboys.com. Check out all the articles. You know what I'm saying? And definitely leave a comment too, man. Let them know that you're feeling them because they put in all that good work. You know what I mean? Also, check us out at our, I almost lost my train of thought. I was getting all kind of text messages going on. Hold on, let me get it together. You know what we should do? We should go ahead. Bud Light, give me money. Oh yeah, now here we are. So let's go ahead and shout out our official Rum Boys sponsor, Milk and Honey. Oh, I'm sorry, that is one of the sponsors, but Monkey Knife Fight. Well, I'm off my game for a second there. Shout out to the Rum Boys official sponsor, Monkey Knife Fight. Go ahead on monkeyknifefight.com. Make an account, and with your first deposit, we'll match it all the way up to $50. You know what I'm saying? We got UFC coming back all throughout the early July. You know what I mean? We got NBA coming back. We got football around the corner. You're going to want to get in on this daily fantasy sports action, this DFS goodness. You know what I mean? All kind of props, all kind of underovers. Man, you don't want to miss this action. Use promo code RUMBOYS, that's RUMBOYZ, and we'll match your first deposit all the way up to $50. Hey, that's Monkey Knife Fight. Go ahead and make an account. Use promo code RUMBOYS and we'll match your first deposit all the way up to $50. And remember, that's only your first deposit. So don't fuck around and put $10 and only get $20 to play with. Use that whole $50, use it to the max because this is what the Rum Boys have to offer you. monkeyknifefight.com, promo code RUMBOYS, RUMBOYZ, all capital. We'll match your first deposit all the way up to $50. Also, the aforementioned sponsor of the GMM Network, that's our boys at Milk and Honey TX. Shout out to the homie Sundown Charlie, you know what I'm saying? Always showing love. For all your CBD wellness and all your CBD goodness, visit milkandhoneytx.com. Hey, and be sure to subscribe to the GMM Network on YouTube. And now, proud to say, you can find us on all streaming platforms. Hey, man, my man Eric, my man Chump Dog, one half of Hot Take Cold Turkey. Let them know everywhere they can find you guys and the podcast, all that good isms.
Hell yeah. Well, you can listen to us on like Spotify, Anchor, all that shit. Go check us out. You can check us out on Twitter at HTCT Podcast. Make sure to go give us a follow. We're always retweeting shit, posting shit. Make sure to go check us out. Instagram, Hot Take _Cold Turkey. And Bogart, get this. We are on YouTube now.
Oh, what? Oh, I gotta subscribe.
Yeah, hell yeah. So everybody go check us out. We got, I think, 2 videos posted right now. So we just got on YouTube. So make sure to go listen to the videos, check them out, subscribe. It's going to be sick.
Yeah. And also, man, big shout out to the homie Blake, the homie BWB. Check out his podcast, Blitzed with Blake. You know what I'm saying? I just graced his podcast again, man. He welcomed me back on. Hell of an episode. You know what I mean? But you know what? Let's get right to it. And, okay, it's the same way I brought on the homie Young Drew, right? The other half of Hot Take Cold Turkey. I just want to get your take, man, and your backstory, a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and basically how you and Drew, you know, came about, you know, starting this endeavor with Hot Take Cold Turkey.
Oh yeah, well, I'm originally from like a small town. You ever heard of Eau Claire, Wisconsin?
Sure have.
Yeah, small town right outside of Eau Claire.
I really haven't, but you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just...
It's actually about like an hour away from the Twin Cities, so it's pretty close to the border.
Awesome.
So I'm originally from there. So growing up, I was, awkwardly enough, I'm a Minnesota Twins baseball fan and a Green Bay Packers football fan.
Well, you're right there on the cusp, right? You're right there. You're right there on the cusp. So you know, it makes sense.
Yeah. So I get a little bit of both states there, but yeah. So I lived there for about 8 or 9 years. Moved down here. Just live in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. It's just outside of the capital, Madison, Wisconsin. So I've been living here, and yeah, I'm going into my junior year of college at Marion University in Fond du Lac. Shout out to Marion. That's where Blake went.
Yep, big up.
Hell yeah. And that's how I met Drew, actually. So going into our freshman year, I actually was going to room with one of my buddies from high school. We were both going there, and we wanted a third roommate just to make it cheaper because, you know, like... Yeah,
because, you know what I'm saying? We got to save some chippers.
Yeah. Save a buck wherever you can, you know?
Fuck yeah.
So, yeah, like, we were going to room together, and nobody else from our class was going to go to the same school, so we said, all right, we'll just throw in a random roommate. So we filled out our roommate forms, and surely enough, it showed that our roommate was Andrew Blomberg from Colorado. They're like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, I wasn't expecting a whole lot, to be honest. I was a little nervous. You know how you hear all those horror stories of bad roommates, like stealing your shit. Yeah, hell yeah. I was scared of that shit, especially from him being Colorado. I was a little sketched out. My aunt's from Colorado Springs, so I hear some shit. You know how it is.
Hey, shout out to Colorado Springs. I actually have family from out there. And like, yeah, my cousins out there, they grew up on all kind of drugs before they actually grew up and, like, you know what I mean, were straight. You know what I mean? When they was young, they was on drugs.
Hell yeah, Colorado Springs is the place, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you didn't know that how about this? Isn't that fucking destiny if I've ever heard it? You go ahead and you fill this roommate application, and walks in the dude who's actually your co-host on your podcast nowadays.
Yeah, so it was me and my high school buddy moving in with Drew, and on the first move-in day, we walked in. So at Marion, they're considered courtyards, and it's kind of like a house, and then a bunch of guys live in each different corner of the house. And so I was walking into our corner. I just walked by this random-ass dude. I was like, yo, what's up? He said, what's up? And then little did I know, like 5 minutes later, I found out that was Drew.
Nice. Hey, imagine how nervous he was. Imagine how nervous he was, like, being far from home and, like, he don't know nobody and, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he could tell you his car was absolutely packed, and like I live like just under an hour away from campus, so like it's a whole different story for me. But like he was living out of his car, like he had everything with him. It was insane.
Dang. How far is that drive coming from Colorado Springs? Like how far is that drive for him?
I think it's a little over 16 hours, if I'm not mistaken.
God damn. So he might even stopped over at a Momo or something, or a Telly, huh?
Yeah, that's some commitment, bro.
Yeah, for real. And I'd imagine he was driving by himself, unless he drove with somebody and they probably flew home or something after.
Yeah, he drove by himself, but his girlfriend from the same area in Colorado also goes to Marion.
Okay.
She came up earlier because she had to move in early for volleyball. So
okay.
they're from the same area, but they didn't come together, I guess.
Okay, word. Oh, that's dope. So that's awesome. So at least he knew, even if he didn't meet no homies, he was like, man, at least I got my lady out here. You feel me?
Oh yeah, if we didn't get along, he still had her.
Yeah. Hey, so he got the best of both worlds, man. That's dope. Okay, so continue.
Hell yeah. So yeah, at first I was like, shit, I don't know about this guy. Like, I'm probably gonna just kind of stick with my buddy from high school, and it's just gonna be kind of us two. And shout out to my buddy Caleb. He ended up dropping out at Marion. I don't know what he's doing right now.
Shout out to
who
him.
knows?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's missing out on the duo here. But yeah, little did we know, Drew and I, we both hit it off like immediately. Like probably 2 weeks into the semester, like we were already best buds. We were going to the cafeteria together, walking to class together, and like it was the whole deal, bro. Like he was coming to my games and everything. It was sick.
That's awesome.
Like, we knew we had a good relationship going. It was awesome.
Yeah, man, Drew's a good dude, man, and I do definitely love the chemistry between you guys on the podcast. So like, okay, so I know Drew, when he came on the show, he kind of told me a little bit about, you know what I mean, how the conversations were like, you know what I mean, like, but for the Playmakers, let them know, like, you know, where the hot take cold turkey concept, you know, derived from.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that kind of started. So our sophomore year, it was just me and Drew rooming together.
So you guys weren't in the courtyard no more.
Yeah, we were in the courtyard, just a different one. There's a couple of them. We were just in a different one, but we had our own room this time instead of a third roommate because he dropped out. So yeah, it was. Well, when I tell you, we would stay up all night having sports discussions, debating shit. I'm telling you, we would be up till the next morning debating shit. Like, we would be ready to go to bed at like 11 o'clock midnight before class the next day. And then one of us would just be sitting there scrolling through our phone. And because I know a lot of us will get their sports news through like Instagram or Twitter or social media. So we're just sitting there in bed scrolling. It'll be quiet. We're about to go to bed. All of a sudden, one of us will see something. We'll turn over and say, yo, what's your thoughts on this? And we would just talk for hours about it. And we would just debate the shit out of it. And it started where it got to the point where, you know how there's like all the sports shows like First Take and things like that. People will call they will call things hot takes.
Yeah.
If they like don't agree with it or if it's a long shot. So me and Drew, we originally started doing that. And we were like, bro, like, what's the opposite of a hot take? Like, what do you call something that's like, yeah, everybody knows that, like, no shit. And for a little while, we just didn't really have anything for it. We'd either say hot take or whatever the other option
like, no
was.
shit.
And honestly, I don't remember which one of us came up with it. It just kind of, like, happened, and one of us just said, yo, let's call it cold turkey, like hot take cold turkey. And so that's how, like, the name kind of started itself, and we would just debate our shit. And we would say hot take, cold turkey. And I don't know, do you know you're familiar with Barstool Sports, obviously, right?
Of course. Boys.
Do you listen to
The Boys.
Do you listen to Part of My Take?
Of course. I mean, I don't listen to Part of My Take religiously, but I'm very aware of it.
Yeah, so like during the football season, every Monday they would release an episode Monday morning, and
Yeah,
just
overreaction Mondays.
yeah, they would just cover every game that happened on Sunday. And so me and Drew would always listen to that together after class, and then we would just give our takes on things they would bring up. That's how it kind of started, I guess. But then where it really like took off, and we were like, shit, like we kind of got to do something with this. So I don't know if Drew mentioned when he was with you that he's on the men's basketball team at Marion, and
Yeah, he did.
so I'm the team manager, and so I would travel with the team and shit, get paid, Marion give me money,
Yeah. Hey, you know what's sad is like there's something going on with my other phone, or I'd be Jamaican horns the fuck out of that right now. So we are absent with the Jamaican horns tonight, and I'm mad about it. I'm like, yes, but go ahead, continue. Miriam, give him money.
Marion give me money. So yeah, so we had a road trip to Minnesota for a weekend. I think it was in December, and it was me and Drew got in the same room with two other players. Shout out to Luke and Dylan, our other roommates for that trip. And we were just sitting there chilling in the hotel room, and we kind of told Dylan and Luke our whole hot take, cold turkey debate system. And like they got hooked on it. And then the next day,
so now you guys have 4 players in the hot take, cold turkey debate system.
Yeah, exactly. And then literally the next day, when the whole team got together for like breakfast and the team meeting on the way to the game, bro, it spread like a wildfire amongst that team, bro. And we're like, that's when we realized we're like, holy shit, like people are actually like interested in this, and like it grabs your attention. That was our biggest thing.
And I'll tell you this much, like say, because I told us to Drew too. Like I was fortunate to meet you guys on this circumstance, right? But like if I didn't know you guys and I was scrolling through, I seen hot take cold turkey, I definitely would have clicked on it, because like if I don't know anything about a podcast or anything about like some certain content, the name has to grab me. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
hot take cold turkey is one of those like, oh, let's go see what this is about. You know what I mean? And it was just like, bro, I love the concept. You know what I mean? I love that I was able to kind of be on one of the first full-length episodes of your guys' podcast too, where I was like, I got to actually have the full experience of the hot take cold turkey debate. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that was so much fun. Playmakers got to check that episode out.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? And Playmakers, you know what I'm saying? If you guys want to check that out, it's available on all streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? That's hot take cold turkey. That's the HT. It's the HT. Damn, hold on. Hot take cold HTCP. Right? HTC. Oh my God, I'm so dyslexic. Hot take cold turkey. God damn it. Oh shit! You can tell I've been drinking already. Hey, listen, it's only gonna get better. It's only gonna get better. Watch when I get in my groove. You know what I mean? Continue.
Good shit.
Go HTCTP, motherfucker. What? I figured it out. Go ahead.
HTCT podcast. Oh,
yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got it. I was over here trying to like, yo. Go ahead.
But yeah. So then, that weekend it caught on, and everybody loved the idea. And like me and Drew, we just kind of like joked around. We're like, yo, like we should start a podcast. That'd be so dope. Like, let's do it. And then it kind of died out for a while. And I know Blake said this on your show, but I previously knew Blake because he was my boss a couple summers before for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders baseball. So,
That's right.
yeah, so he was my boss, and like we were pretty tight. So I had that relationship already, and I was keeping informed with him, and I saw that he started his own podcast. I was like, all right, I'll reach out to him, kind of see what it's all about. And I talked to him about it for a little bit when he was getting started.
Oh, and this is when he was this is when before he was flying solo, right? This is when he had like a co-host.
Yeah, we were talking, like, I think it was when he released his first episode, honestly, with his co-host Tyler.
Yeah.
So we were talking to him about it then. And then honestly, like, with school and with basketball, and I had work, and things just got really busy for Drew and I. It just kind of, the idea just kind of died out. But then once, obviously, the fucking virus took over, and, like, they sent everybody home, things kind of mellowed out a little bit, and, like, we didn't have to work. And
everybody had this incredible amount of time on their hands.
Yeah. Yeah, so me and Drew were just, like, we were thinking about it again. We're like, what, I mean, I guess it's worth a shot. Like, what do we have to lose, you know? And then having Blake as a connection to start with is great.
Yeah, because he was already in the swing of it. So, like, it's always great to have someone that can give you some proper guidance to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and honestly, originally, right away, Blake was like, hey, like, we'll be affiliates. Like, we'll help you out. We'll start it off. And originally, I was kind of like, oh, no, it's all right. Like, appreciate it. But, like, we'll kind of start out on our own, see where it goes. And, like, but then after a while, he started telling me the perks of, like, the people he knows and the ins he has already.
Bro, I don't mean to cut you off, but so check this out. The first time I ever met Blake, right, was on Rum Boys After Dark. So by this time, I was already rocking with them. You know what I mean? I'd already been an official cast member of, I've already been official with the company. And, it had been something like a couple months already. And, so I was already a regular face that people were familiar with. And then, we would every so often we would bring in different features onto the Rum Boys After Dark. And, so they brought in BWB. And, me, I immediately clicked with him because, you know what I'm saying? He was just funny. You know what I'm saying? He,
yeah.
It's funny because he wasn't even trying to drink at first. He's like, I got work. And we're like, fuck that. You got to drink. And then he was like, okay. And he busts out this big ass bottle. And now he's just chugging this bottle of liquor. We're like, whoa, slow down, kid. We said drink with us, not drink us under the table. You know what I mean? And then, but it was dope because he was already mentioning you guys back then. He was like, so I want to say this was like maybe March or beginning of April. And he was like, yeah, look out for my guys, Hot Take Cold Turkey. You know what I mean? They're official affiliates with the Blitz with Blake brand. And he was just like, everywhere I go, expect to see these guys too. You know what I mean? And like, So that was kind of awesome. You know what I mean? But yeah, continue.
Yeah, that was a huge help for us. And like, the biggest thing for me was just like the trust factor. Like, I personally knew him, and like he was willing to help us. Like, him being affiliate with us, just starting, wasn't going to do anything for him. It wasn't going to help him in any way. He was just doing it to help us, Well,
BWB's one hell of a guy. It doesn't surprise me, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, he's a fucking deity,
He's a fucking gem. In the words of BWB, right?
Oh, yeah, he's a fucking gem.
He's a fucking gem. You know what I mean?
But, yeah, like, the biggest thing was the trust factor. Like, just for him to be able to do that for us and just talking with him for a while. We had multiple phone conversations before me and Drew officially launched Hot Take Cold Turkey. We had multiple phone calls with him just about literally everything, content, like social media. Social media was the biggest thing because,
for sure,
I mean, without social media, you're not really anything, right?
Yeah. Unless you're like one hell of a dope dealer in the underworld where word of mouth can just get you out there. It's like, listen, we got this new dope in the streets. It's called Hot Take Cold Turkey. You ever heard of it? No. Well, where do I get it? Well, you get it over here. You know what I mean? Like, that's, but obviously it's not that. So it's like, you know what I mean? You definitely needed social media. You needed to start some grassroots and a platform to use to promote the goddamn podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he was saying, like, when he saw what we wanted to do with Hot Take Cold Turkey, he said right away, he's like, I think the name is, like, perfect. And I, like you said, it stands out, and it's going to make you, like, click on it and check it out. That's exactly what we're going for. Like, that's how you grow.
And I love the chemistry between you and Drew because your guys' even though your guys' personalities match, right? They're also totally different. Like, you're way more reserved. You know what I mean? He's a little more hype. and it's like you guys compliment each other. You know what I mean? And it's just dope because you guys both know your shit. You know what I mean? Like like I said, Playmakers. When I got on the show, you know what I'm saying? Like I had a blast, man, because it was just, you know, it's a cast of different individuals that, you know what I'm saying? Like we're, you know, because I think it's boring if you're listening to the same type of person. You know what I mean? Like I love dynamic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean it's been a lot different, I guess, because a lot of our debates were just literally just chilling in the room, watching TV and talking shit, you know. And it's been a little different now that since we started all of our episodes, we've just had to do it over phone calls with him being out in. He's out in Utah, I think. And me being here in Wisconsin. So it's been different.
You definitely need to get an iPhone, B.
Yeah.
You know why I say that? Because the FaceTime audio, or even just the FaceTime, so you could like actually argue. Because I know you guys do it over the phone, where you guys could like still argue like you're face to face, or even if you're doing FaceTime audio, you guys could the clarity of your voices will be like you guys are right next to each other. You know what I mean? So you could capture that court what do they call it? Courtroom? What do you guys call those? Courtrooms?
Like courtroom?
You know where you guys used to live in?
Oh, courtyard.
Yeah, so you can capture those courtyard arguments like before. I mean, not to say that you guys' podcast episodes lack that by any means. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Maybe that'll, you know, it'll bring you back. It'll flash you back. You know, and plus, I just love iPhone. You know, iPhone, give me money. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get them to sponsor me.
Here's the thing. Well, Drew literally, I think it was last week, got back to Wisconsin, so he's back in town, and we'll be together for quite a while now for the next few episodes. So.
Nice.
It's gonna be pretty sick.
I think you guys need to bring me on. I think
exactly.
I see
we'll
it. I think I'm looking at the crystal ball right now. I think I'm looking at the crystal ball, and I see us all together again.
We'll fly you out to Fond du Lac, get you on an episode.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. And bro, like I said, Playmakers, check us out. This episode that I'm doing right now with our man Eric, with our man Chum Dog right here. You know what I'm saying? This episode would have been, you know, a few weeks in the making already, or a few weeks ago, I should say. But the reason it's a few weeks in the making is because I'm the type, I'll work on my birthday even. I'll work on the goddamn Father's Day. I don't give a fuck. Or in this case, I scheduled it just for a Monday. And then when I looked at the date, I was like, oh shit, that's actually me and my girl's 17th anniversary. And then I was like, you know what, we're rocking. And then my lady, she was like, you know, Mrs. Bogart, shout out to her. She was like, I got a surprise for you. You're really going to work on our anniversary? I was like, fuck, man, I don't want to let the kid down. You know what I mean? And then, like, you know, and thank you for understanding, because that's the one time I actually had to reschedule. I've been rescheduled. You know, people have rescheduled me, you know, a number of times, and I you know, and I don't care as long as I get it. You know what I mean? But like you know, when I make a commitment, I usually hold it. So I really appreciate you, man, for you know what I mean, understanding that.
Well, yeah, hell yeah! Congratulations. I mean, an anniversary. I mean, that's something you can't really take back. You know, 17th anniversary. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something you can't take back, man. Like we can find another day. That's fine.
Yeah, man.
And here we are.
I really appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? Because I was looking forward to this one. Because, you know, here's how I am. I figured I would get, you know, whoever. Like, I remember when I asked both of you first, and the first one that was available was Drew. And then because my intentions were, I get one on, then I get the other on, then I turn around, and next month I'm going to get both of you guys on. You know what I mean?
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. And it helps, too, because actually it'll probably be sooner than next month, because especially if you guys are physically together, you know what I'm saying? That'll be dope.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
We might even do it the same day you guys get me back on.
Fuck it, let's do it.
For real, though. You know what I mean? We got to rock. You know what I'm saying? We got to, I get to have the Playmakers know each side of Hot Take Cold Turkey, and then I get to bring you guys on together as an entity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah. We got to talk about your Samsung Lions. see how they're doing.
No, yeah. We got a recap on my on my team, and I think they had the most Kims, right? I was like, give me the team with the most Kims and Playmakers. You know, if you guys check this episode out of Hot Take Cold Turkey, I think it's episode 2, featuring yours truly, Bogart Scott Free, where we Eric over here. Eric loves baseball. He loves every version of baseball too, where he was like, we're going to talk about Korean baseball. And I was like, okay, I don't know shit about it, but here we go. And I said, and we all, I think, what was there, 8 teams? How many teams is there? 12?
10, I think.
Yeah, there's 10 teams. So between the 4 of us, me, you, young Drew, and a BWB, we had to choose a team that we were going to be connected to, and we're going to ride this thing out for the season. And I said, give me the team with the most Kims on it. You know what I mean? And like, I think my team actually, when I chose the Samsung, what are they? The Samsung Dragons? What were they?
Samsung Lions.
Lions, yeah, the Samsung Lions. I think they actually had like 8 Kims on their team.
Yeah, they had like 3 catchers that were named Kim.
Yeah. Love it. And of course, I picked the team that was doing the worst at the time.
Well,
We're the underdogs, baby.
That's the thing, like, South Korean baseball, like, we don't really know shit about South Korean professional baseball, but we still made content out of it, and it was fucking awesome.
It really was, because, mind you, when Playmakers, when they got me on their podcast, we were in full swing of quarantine, where it was like, this was amazing that somewhere on the other side of the world, they were still playing sports. We were like, oh my God, sports is still going on. Remember that? We were like, oh shit. Like, granted, it was Korean baseball. And then I ain't gonna lie, I started tuning into it because I'd be up all night. Like, the Playmakers know I'm nocturnal. So I started tuning in. Like, I'm like, look, this shit is on TV right now. I'm about to watch this joint. You know what I mean?
Did you really?
Yeah, for that week. Fuck yeah, I was checking it out, watching highlights and shit. I had to check in on my Samsung Lions. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's good.
Hilarious.
Yeah, Blake's that way too. Like, he's a huge baseball guy, and like his scouting background, and like, honestly, like, all props to Blake. Like, he's the reason we are where we are right now, and this is just the start for us. And like, even me personally in my career, just working under him a couple summers ago. So for those of you who don't know, he was like the intern for like the grounds intern for the summer Fond du Lac Docks Players, which was like a collegiate summer league baseball team. And I was in the
this is part of the North. Is it North? What is it? Northwoods. Northwoods. There you go. Yeah, the Northwoods League.
It's one of the top 2 or 3.
It rivals the Cape Cod League, even, right?
Yep, it's right there with the Cape Cod League. It's all like Division I players that come and play over the summer and live with host families and stuff like that. So that summer was a blast. And so he was technically my boss. I was in the Northwoods League. They have older bat boys because they only have most teams only have one person for their grounds crew, and that's a lot for one person to do, honestly. So in the Northwoods League, they have older bat boys who can help out with the grounds. So they need older bat boys who can carry shit and actually pull the shit off.
So you mean they might call you? So you mean they call them, even though they're older, so they call them Batmen? So you mean to tell me you're basically Batman?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, I love it. Okay, continue.
So yeah, that was a blast that summer, but yeah, that connection, and I honestly fell in love with the grounds crew part of it, even though that technically wasn't the name of my role. I fell in love with the grounds crew part of it. So I did 2 summers with the Fond du Lac Docks Players doing bat boy and grounds crew, and then last summer I moved to the Madison Mallards, which are kind of like their rivals in the Northwoods League. It's a little bit of a bigger. They're kind of the face of the Northwoods League.
Yeah.
And I moved to their program, and I became the assistant to stadium operations. So it was 2 of us that would take care of the entire grounds and stadiums, grounds projects, anything. And so I did grounds crew last year with the Mallards. That was awesome. Like, I met so many great people. I even met, for those of you who know, Jerry Kramer. I don't know, Packer Hall of Famer, no big deal, you know.
Right?
I got to meet him through that, so that was awesome. Had a conversation with him. He's one hell of a guy.
That's cool, man. Did you guys have some beers with him?
What's that?
Did you guys have some beers with him?
No, I was working. I was on the clock.
Oh, okay.
But no, it was so dope, and I mean, just through those experiences, and I mean, who knows? Luckily, it led me to where I am today, and currently, I'm actually working grounds crew for the Milwaukee Brewers. So.
Okay, I see you moving up.
Yeah, it's all just been a chain, and this is my 4th summer working in like the grounds crew area, and like it's been a breeze, but I love every minute of it. Now I just want baseball back so I can get back to work.
Yeah, because now you're working for a MBL team, basically. You feel me?
MLB, yeah.
I'm sorry. You know, I'm dyslexic. I'm dyslexic. You
No
know what I'm
worries.
saying? Light, bud, give me money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I meant. Okay. Well, shit. So, you know what I mean? Now that you and Young Drew, you guys are rocking. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, what's coming? Like, what should the Playmakers expect from from Hot Take Cold Turkey? I know this was something I had at the end of the show sheet, but we'll give them a little spoiler alert before we move on to the Packers.
Yeah, let's do it. So yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, Drew's back in town, so that means we're going to be together for these episodes. So it's only going to get better.
Nice.
It's going to be a lot better in person. And then, like I said, we're on YouTube now, and now that we're in person, our plan is to start actually like live recording us and then posting that film of us recording the podcast on YouTube.
Cool.
So for those of you that don't know what we look like, shit like that, you'll be able to check that out. So that'll be cool. That'll add a new part to kind of what we're all about. I think on, as far as YouTube goes, I think that live footage of like you two actually sitting down having these debates,
it's way more
so much better
impactful.
than-
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
It's so much
trust
different
me, bro.
than-
On my
Yep.
YouTube, like one of the most frequent comments is, "Are you guys gonna, do like, visuals, or are you guys gonna go live, or are you know what I mean?" I get that the most, and like, I think that's why how about this? When I joined on board with the Rum Boys Fantasy Network, I think we were somewhere between 800 and 1100 subs, and like it's shot. We're damn near to 2200 right now, and
yeah.
I feel like the visual aspect really just helps. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you know what I mean? They love seeing the characters. They love the interactions with the live, and man, it's so awesome, man. Like, and then now, like, with shout out to Robbie, shout out to the Admiral, man, because he's the one that's responsible for all this. Like, he put us all together, and he's one of those guys, man, that just, he has a vision and he sees it out, and it's the same way right now. We kind of took a little break because of the harsh circumstances of what the nation's going through, and he's out there leading the revolution. You know what I mean? Where all this shit, all this fantasy, bullshit, essentially, if you can call it bullshit compared to what he's doing. You know what I mean? Because he's doing the real work, man. And our hats off to Admiral, Robbie, and you got our full support. You know what I mean? Black Lives Matter for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck everybody yelling all lives matter. You guys are some stupid fucks. All lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter. For real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to Robbie. Happy belated birthday to the man, by the way.
Yep. Definitely was his birthday yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
The old ass man.
Yeah, he's an old soul for sure, because he's young. He definitely is young, but he definitely is an old soul. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. We appreciate the fuck out of him. Like you said, he has this vision, and he's just bringing along the rest of us for the ride.
Yeah, man. And you know what? I love that I will say this, man. I've said this numerous times, but I love this, man, because I even told him because I brought him on my podcast a number of times, and I have another series called Playmaker AF, where I bring in, just, entrepreneurs and content creators and artists and, producers, whatever you are, man. If you're out here making plays and, if you're a playmaker as fuck, I'm going to bring you on. And when I brought him on, I told him, I said, one day people are going to ask me my origin story, and it's going to involve Robbie discovering me. You know what I mean? Because he literally reached out to me and was like, hey, man, I think my audience will connect with you and your content. And that was just one of the greatest, DMs to ever read. It was one of the greatest, relationships to ever build. Because, what I'm saying? He seen me for who I am, and he had no ego about, sharing his vision and bringing me into the fold. And it's just an amazing thing, man, because here we are all together now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this family's fucking sick.
Oh, yeah. It's fucking tight. One day we're going to have the illest Thanksgiving. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so check us out. Let's go ahead and get on to these Green Bay Packers, right?
Let's do it.
Okay, and we're going to start off with Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? Because Aaron Rodgers...
Where else would we start, right?
Right? And, it seems like the Packers, for some reason, as an organization, they depend so much on Aaron Rodgers and him being one of the present day GOATs. You know what I mean? It feels like they depend on him to just always carry the team. And then they brought in a coach like Matt LaFleur. And Matt LaFleur he runs a tight system. And it seems like after the first season that Matt LaFleur was the head coach, being one of the top teams in the NFC, they go ahead and they go 13-3, right? Do I have that correct? Was it 13-3?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, right. And they go ahead and they go 13-3, and I think that Matt LaFleur a little bit in his head got a little bit of egotistical. He might be a little bit of arrogant that he feels he could do this with whoever is running his system. So instead of, drafting weapons to help Aaron Rodgers in this past draft, they went ahead and drafted his predecessor in Jordan Love. So, and obviously Aaron Rodgers already has a chip on his shoulder. So now, what do you think with Aaron Rodgers having this newfound chip on his shoulder? Do you think this is gonna make him be one of those top 12 quarterbacks in the league? We're not just talking fantasy. We're talking reality. Do you think Aaron Rodgers is, because that defense is questionable. We've seen what that defense, that defense can't stop the run. Obviously, on the other side of the ball, Matt LaFleur, he knows how to control time of possession with the run game. And we've seen Aaron Rodgers get into some tight situations playing from behind last season where we've seen, Aaron Rodgers be Aaron Rodgers that we're used to. But do you think Aaron Rodgers has it in him this year to finish? I don't even want to say top 12. How about this? You think he'll finish as a top 6 quarterback this season?
Top 6?
Yeah, I mean, well, you could say top 12, but I'm saying, do you think he has a ceiling to finish top 6 even? Do you see this?
I think top 6 is a little bit of a stretch because if you look at our draft we drafted for the future. We didn't draft for the present, and so I think the Packers are going to look very similar next year. I'm not saying the record will be the same because I'm going to confront the elephant in the room already. When you mentioned that the Packers 13-3 last year was fool's gold, I 100% agree with you. There was probably, of those 13 wins, there was probably, 5 or 6 that you could say, well, one play that went the other way, and that's a different outcome.
It's true. It's true.
Or call, one play or one call. But I think the Packers will look very similar next year. I would say top 6 is a stretch, just because the bottom line is we didn't get him any help. So I don't think it'll be much different. But
Wait,
I mean,
hold on just a goddamn minute. You got him, Devin Funchess.
Oh my god. Blake was all over this one too. I mean, I guess it's another set of hands. That's about all I can say.
Okay, I mean, so top 12, you think he's locked into the top 12 right here?
I think top 12, just because, I mean, Aaron Rodgers, you can't put him in the bottom half of the league. I don't think, no matter what team you give him, based on his pure talent alone. I don't think you can put him in the bottom half. Would you argue with that, or do you?
No,
agree?
not at all. I actually think Aaron Rodgers is the Niners' future quarterback in a couple years.
That's right. You did say that.
You know what I mean? And I would love to have Aaron Rodgers right fucking now, even. You know what I mean? But I will say though, I mean, like, even if he's not playing, like, he didn't play bad at all last season. It was just the run game. The run game was working so much. You know what I mean? That it's like he didn't really have to do much. But but I will say he definitely is a rhythm guy. And like,
yeah.
by the time he got into the playoffs, like the game against Seattle, we seen Aaron Rodgers again. That was Aaron Rodgers all day. You know what I mean? In the playoffs, right? But then when he played against the Niners, you know what I'm saying? When he went ahead and played again against the Niners, you know what I mean? And he got into tough situations playing from behind. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of it was out of his control, like on the other side of the ball, where it's like they couldn't stop the run. So it's like, you know, now he's out of sync, he's out of rhythm. And like, you know, playing from, you know, with a massive deficit like he was, it was just like, yo, he's, you know, now, you know, he's not getting any single coverage on the outside. He's not, and then it was really just Devontae Adams, because, you know, Aaron Rodgers is the type of guy, he's gonna be like, fuck you, Alan Lazard, fuck you, Geronimo Allison. He don't trust those guys. He trusted goddamn Devontae Adams, and if you take him away, it was just like, what you gonna do? And then he just had so many coverage sacks. You know what I mean?
Well, and I'm gonna get this out of the way right away.
Okay.
I fucking hate when people say that Aaron Rodgers just isn't good anymore.
Yeah, it's stupid.
They base that off of him being so good from that window of like 2010 to 2015, 2016 area. They base Aaron Rodgers. That's how they look at Aaron Rodgers. And now they think, oh, he's not performing like that. Well, what do you expect? I mean, he has a new coach and a new system. Our running game has not played this big of a role in how many years? I don't remember the last time the running game was this big of a role in the Packers offense.
Well, I mean, you had Mike McCarthy, who's essentially a guy who's just always going to want to throw the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, bottom line is he is aging. Like, you can't expect him to keep setting that bar, especially with how the game is becoming now. It's all about the younger quarterback, the flashy quarterback.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is, like, Aaron Rodgers was that young, flashy quarterback before. He was that guy who was mobile. He was the guy who would throw on the run. And it's like, you know, he's
Patrick Mahomes before Patrick Mahomes.
For real. You know, I actually like to say Patrick Mahomes was like newer, better Brett Favre even. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and so I get it, because Aaron Rodgers, he sat behind goddamn Brett Favre and was able to see like how that Brett Favre, that Mississippi native was, you know, how he would just goddamn, you know what I mean, just scramble around and find somebody down the field, and like Hail Marys weren't necessarily Hail Marys. They were just like business as usual. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like the crazy thing is, for those who are listening that aren't Packer fans, just a little insight into the mind of a Packer fan. When we had the transition from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers, we were almost accepting the fact that, okay, the quarterback position will not be as good in Green Bay. What else is going to help run this team? We kind of accepted the fact that, hey, it's not going to get better than Brett Favre. There's no chance. And I think it's very possible to say that Aaron Rodgers topped Brett Favre potentially.
I mean, I'd say, and when it comes to pure skill set and like in QB intelligence, yes. Because,
Yeah.
you know,
Brett Favre just didn't give it.
no, he didn't. He was out there playing backyard football. But Brett Favre was the guy who didn't even know what a nickel defense was, like, you know, for half of his career. You know what I mean? He was like, oh, that's just when they bring in another corner. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't know. Plus, Brett Favre was old school football where he's drinking all night, popping Vicodins, and he just goes out there on a Sunday and just balls out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay,
Well,
so
like when people say that, I hate when people make the argument that, oh, well, Rodgers leads the league in most throwaways. If you look at those plays, I mean, obviously, yeah, you'll find some here and there where he potentially
he's being
could have
smart.
found an open receiver. Yeah, those could have all turned into interceptions.
For real. I mean, he's not going to force that thing. You know what I
There's
mean?
a reason he leads in NFL history. He has the best touchdown to interception ratio in NFL history.
You know what's crazy? So, side note, I'm going to get on this show. Shout out to my man, Smoking Jay. I'm going to get on his podcast this Saturday. He actually just did my podcast last Saturday. I'm about to drop that episode pretty soon here. But he wanted me to, the episode we're going to do is bold predictions. And one of my bold predictions is Carson Wentz is going to finish top 5 this year. And, one of the stats that I looked at was like, as far as touchdown to interception ratio, the person second behind Aaron Rodgers is Carson Wentz right now. And granted, obviously Carson Wentz has only been in the league since 2016, but still, those numbers still don't lie. So, because Aaron Rodgers is the bar. He's the standard when it comes to that stat.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Yeah, man. So you got, and I think it's a no-brainer in that sense. I think Aaron Rodgers will finish in the top 12. You know what I mean? The reason I asked you this question is because you are a Packers fan, and just like everybody is shitting on Aaron Rodgers. I don't get it. I actually think he's one of the greatest values in fantasy. I mean, like, I feel like because they run so much at a high percentage in the red zone, that it might cap his touchdowns totals, but still, man, you know what I mean? With that bad defense, I really see Aaron Rodgers. We might see a lot of more games where, especially the fact that they know what to expect from Matt LaFleur. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The second year around, they know what to expect from him. So, like, Aaron Rodgers, he might take this into his hands a lot more.
It shit gets dangerous when Aaron Rodgers takes matters into his own hands.
It really does. You know what I mean? I mean, Aaron Rodgers just has a string of bad luck too. Like, he would have been in a few more Super Bowls for real, if like it wasn't for losing, coin tosses in overtime.
Yep.
Yeah.
People just get mad about it because their quarterback's shitty. Like, especially Bears fans, They're like, oh, we haven't had a good quarterback in how long? Let's just shit on Aaron Rodgers. Like, he hates his family or whatever.
Hey,
he's still making millions of dollars, has a ring, all that shit.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, you know what too? Is like Aaron Rodgers, bro. Aaron Rodgers, he is so good that he was able to legitimately do what he wanted to do 2 seasons ago and play a certain way because he's so good to manufacture the firing of Mike McCarthy.
Cold turkey.
That's how good he is. He was like, listen, I could force this ball down the field on third down, but instead I'm gonna throw this away, and then you know what I'm saying, we're gonna punt it away, and then we're gonna keep getting these L's because we're gonna go ahead and fire the fuck out of Mike McCarthy.
Just a little flex here. I was present in Lambeau Field during Mike McCarthy's last coaching game as a Green Bay Packer coach.
Did people say nah 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 hey goodbye, or were they like graceful?
No, everybody was cold as fuck. It was fucking freezing. I was there with my girl. Like our toes were frozen, bro, and like we were all just pissed because we lost to the Cardinals. And the Cardinals were
with Josh Rosen.
Yeah, exactly. We lost to the Cardinals at home in December.
That never happens, dude.
Exactly.
But see,
after that.
you know, tell me that's not Aaron Rodgers at his finest. He's like, you know what's the final nail in the coffin? Is we take a loss in December in the frozen tundra, the Alaska of the NFL, to Arizona with Josh Rosen, who was being compared to Aaron Rodgers coming out of college for some fucking odd reason. I don't know why the fuck they were trying to compare Josh Rosen to Aaron Rodgers. And he said, he probably was in that huddle. All right, fellas, this is it. We're getting him fired today. You know what I mean?
Let's get rid of Mike.
Cold turkey in the freezing tundra.
Cold turkey in the frozen tundra. Let's get it.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Frozen tundra, give me money, baby.
Right? Frozen tundra, give me money. Okay, so, you know, we were talking about the run game. Maybe, affecting Aaron Rodgers' numbers, in its entirety because the run game was so effective. So now, in fantasy... I mean, because a lot of people are getting down on Aaron Rodgers for some reason. Or Aaron Jones, I'm sorry. A lot of people are getting down on Aaron Jones with the addition of A.J. Dillon. I mean, are they just fucking tripping? Because I feel like A.J. Dillon's still a rookie. But, like, I have seen Matt LaFleur do some fuck shit like this before when he was in Tennessee. You know what I mean? Where it's like, hey, you know what? We have Derrick Henry, but we're going to use the fuck out of Dion Lewis. And then, now they draft A.J. Dillon, who essentially reminds me of like a poor man's Derrick Henry. Like, should we be worrying about... For real, though, because you got it right. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of... And obviously Matt LaFleur loved what he did with Derrick Henry when he finally figured out Derrick Henry was the truth. Remember his one season as Tennessee's offensive coordinator, he was like blinded for the first half of the year. Like, man, I should just really use this guy Derrick Henry a lot. You know what I mean? And like,
yeah, LaFleur knows what a Derrick Henry is like.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you think people are correct to worry about Aaron Jones in fantasy because of A.J. Dillon?
No, I think people are tripping for this next season at least. I think Aaron Jones is still going to be an absolute workhorse next year. I mean, Jones was...
First of all, I think he averaged like somewhere like 13 to 15 touches a game. That's including his targets or his receptions. You know what I'm saying? So, because there is still Jamal Williams. So I'm wondering if like Aaron Jones's value is going to take a dip because A.J. Dillon might be used on the goal line or maybe third down situation or short yardage situations, I should say. Like, I'm wondering if this is a real thing, and you are the Packers fan. This is why I ask you.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be much different for Aaron Jones, but I can see possibly like those goal line situations just because A.J. Dillon is that bigger, that like Derrick Henry comparison.
Yeah, he's a bruiser.
Yeah, And Aaron Jones is more of the get around the outside.
Yeah, he's a
literally
finesse.
run.
He's a finesse running back. Yeah.
So I think it could in those short yardage situations, but I still think Aaron Jones is the answer for this year because A.J. Dillon still is just a rookie. So I feel like he's just going to be doing a lot of learning for this first year at least. But look at this. Guess what I found out on A.J. Dillon? So
Okay.
everybody was hating on him just because they're like, oh, they picked up a running back from Boston College. Like, everybody's like, Boston College, do they even have football and shit like that? But A.J. Dillon, last year, he was number 1 in rushing yards in the ACC.
Oh, wow.
And that's the ACC. That's not no bullshit conference.
No, it's not. I wasn't aware of that. That's a good stat. So maybe we should. So it kind of raises my eyebrow now. I mean, like, you know what? How about this? I think if I have Aaron Jones, I don't think I'm handcuffing no Jamal Williams. I think I might be handcuffing A.J. Dillon. Because maybe I want.
Oh, yeah.
And think about this. This is essentially a contract year for Aaron Jones.
Yep.
So they really don't have. Maybe we shouldn't worry about Aaron Jones because they have no quarrel with running him into the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what is AJ Dillon like as a pass catcher? Because I'm not too familiar with him.
As far as a pass catcher, not much. I did see that his junior year, he averaged 15 yards per reception on 13 receptions.
Okay, I was going to say, because, if he had one reception and it's for 15 yards, that wouldn't be his average. So I guess 13 is not a bad sample size for a guy who's not normally, known for catching the ball, I guess you could say, with that type of number. But that's not bad. 15 yards. 15 yards.
Games, by the way.
Yeah, in 10 games. So, even if you average that, so he was getting like maybe 2.2 receptions a game. That's not bad, actually.
Yeah, it's not terrible. He definitely has the experience and ability, I think. And I think he could, man, with how big he is, like, if you watch film on this guy, he literally looks like a shorter Derrick Henry.
Bro, and you know what? You know what Matt LaFleur did when it got cold in Tennessee? He was like,
What?
Derrick Henry, it's all you. Because, man, the colder and the bigger you are and the colder it is, you're just fucking defenders up. And it's like, it don't get no colder in Green Bay. So, damn, we might see a lot of A.J. Dillon in December, bro.
Yeah. A lot of people were hating on this pick a lot. But honestly,
because you know why? Is because people love Aaron Jones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People love what he did for them in fantasy. People love the numbers he put up, knowing that he had to be efficient with every single touch he got because he wasn't overloaded by any means. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, people argue, well, look at the Cowboys game or look at the Eagles game and blah. It's like, yeah, bro, well, Jamal Williams was hurt those games. You know what I mean? Whereas like Aaron Jones got to actually have a full workload, but then soon as Jamal Williams got healthy, we started seeing that 13 carries on the ground. Like, he averaged 13 carries on the ground, essentially. Aaron Jones. So it's like you have to be really efficient. And like, Aaron, aside from Devontae Adams in the passing game, I think Aaron Rodgers, he goes with who he trusts. And aside from Devontae Adams, he really trusted Aaron Jones.
Oh, yeah. That offense was run around Devontae and Aaron Jones.
Yeah, man. Okay, so now how about this? Speaking of Devontae Adams, right, who's obviously going to be the leading, he's obviously going to lead the team in receptions. Like, there's no way around it. There's no way around it. But, like, who's going to follow that up? Like, who's going to be the second leading receiver? If not receiver, just who's going to have the second most receptions? Because, I'll tell you mine. I think it's probably going to be someone like an Aaron Jones for real. Like, just looking at it on paper right now. Like, because, they aren't the most pass-happy team for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're probably going to throw no more than like 28 to 30 times a game, if that.
Yeah.
So, like, if
Yeah.
if you want to say Devontae Adams will get 10 to 12 targets a game, and that's being a little generous. Let's say 9 to 12, right? Anywhere between 9 to 12 targets a game.
Sure.
Then you're going to give like maybe 6 to 7 targets to the backfield. Whether it's Jamal Williams or Aaron Jones, more than likely more so Aaron Jones. And then you got, the other guys, the Alan Lazards of the world, the goddamn, Devin Funcheses of the world. They'll make up the rest of it. You know what I mean? Like, who do you think will be the second leading pass catcher as far as receptions goes?
Yeah, so honestly, like, I don't have any, like, bullshit statistics to throw at you to support this. This is
I don't want that. I don't want that. You're a Packers fan. I want to know what you think.
Yeah. This is just me being a fan watching over the past probably 2 seasons. I 100% think it's going to be the second leading receiver will be Alan Lazard.
Love it. I love that. Oh, I would have hit Jamaican horns right there. Beow, beow, beow.
But, yeah, like over the past 2 seasons, so last year I think was his biggest leap. Last season he caught a lot more passes, and he's kind of like that. He's kind of that. Honestly, he's grown into that kind of second wide receiver role for Aaron Rodgers. I think Rodgers trusts him a little more, and
he could be a big slot.
Yeah, and I was talking with my dad about this one. Who my dad's diehard Packer fan. He's the reason I'm a Packer fan. And we were talking, and we always thought Devontae Adams, when he was younger and kind of starting up, he was very inconsistent. He could make some great catches, and he was fast. We knew he was fast, and he could create space for himself. He was just inconsistent. He would drop a lot of passes, and we were always a little nervous about him. We saw those very similar things with Alan Lazard last year. He's just getting a lot more targets now. So he's going to make
Alan Lazard is a big fucker too, man.
Yeah, he's not anyone to sleep on.
No, like he's going to be a great if they got Devin Funches on the outside. I mean, Devin Funches, the way he's built, he's like a skinny tight end. So maybe we'll see more of him in the slot, but I think Alan Lazard would be great to be in the slot majority.
Yeah, he's kind of
aside from them moving Devontae Adams around, because he will be in and out of the slot as well. You know what I mean? They don't just keep him out wide. But man, I think Alan Lazard, bro. I like that call. That's a good call.
I think Alan, as far as the slot, I think Alan Lazard is kind of like a taller, more built version of Randall Cobb.
Yeah.
And that obviously played out really well for us.
Sure
Randall
did.
Cobb was a fucking beast in the slot for us.
You ain't lying. And I love Alan Lazard. Hell of a name.
Oh, yeah.
That's a cool jersey to have.
Did you see that? I think I saw it on I saw ESPN reposted it the other day. But when the Packers played the Eagles this season, and Alan Lazard got thrown to in the end zone, and there was a pass interference that got the pass got broken up against Lazard. The Eagles defender was like waving his hands like incomplete, and Alan Lazard was kneeling and pointed over to the ref that threw the flag.
Yeah, like bro, pass interference.
Like chill out, bro. Like that was a flag.
Yeah, like bro, I would have had that thing. I was such an Alan Lazard truther. Like, remember that when Devontae Adams got hurt, everyone was like Kumaro, or everyone was like MVS. I was like, it might be this kid Alan Lazard.
Yep. Yeah, he was the answer for that time period. Like, he's nobody to sleep on, honestly. Like, nobody really thinks about Alan Lazard. Everybody thinks of the Packers receivers being Devontae Adams and then nothing. I think Alan Lazard deserves a little bit of respect.
Hold on. Let's not disrespect Devin Funches either. All right? I'm just kidding, Playmakers. That's just a run-on joke that me and Hot Take, Cold Turkey, and BWB got when we talk about Devin Funches.
Devin fucking Funches.
Oh, that's funny. Man, I love that take, bro. Okay, well, I will say this. The one thing I worry about any of the receivers in Green Bay besides Devontae Adams is just the pass volume. That's the one thing I worry about. But you know, you're getting these guys extremely cheap and late in fantasy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and rapid fire some things before we close this thing on up, right?
Let's do it.
So, I know you guys went 13-3. So let's put the under over. Let's put it at 9-7. Under over 9-7. Or let's go with Vegas. Oh, actually, Vegas had you guys at 8-8. Under over 8-8.
I have over.
Okay.
I have over. I was looking at our schedule. I was thinking, my guess was 10-6. Looking at the schedule, maybe 9-7. Like you said with Drew, how you guys did your floor and your ceiling for every team.
Yeah.
I have our floor at 9-7 and our ceiling at 11-5.
I like that. That's exactly how
there.
I have my Niners, because it's like there's a couple games you could flip flop. You know what I mean? But let's be honest, 9-7 could be good enough to get in as that 7th seed for real.
Oh yeah, I think. And when I looked over our schedule and I did my predictions on each game, I have us going 10-6, and I have us and the Vikings. So we play them twice, obviously. I have us splitting the series with them.
Yeah.
And I have either we will win the division and the Vikings will get the wild card, or the Vikings win the division and we get the wild card. Either way, I have it flipping either way.
I like that. Because there's a little piece in you and you're like, well, I was born by the Twin Cities, so you know what I'm saying, I can't really necessarily hate on the Vikings all the way. You know what I'm saying?
No, I have absolutely no love for the Vikings.
Do you remember, let's throw this back real quick. Do you remember a couple years ago, and I want to say this was in 2016, when Kirk Cousins on a Sunday night with the Redskins came into Lambeau and he beat Aaron Rodgers in a fucking all-out shootout. And then when they went to go shake hands, right? Kirk Cousins, he went and like kind of tasseled Aaron Rodgers' hair with his hand, and he said, "How you like me now?" Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. That was all over the internet.
And Aaron Rodgers, since that day, hates him.
Well,
Aaron Rodgers hates Kirk Cousins. He hates him.
Hey, honestly though, like I wouldn't be capping if we got the 6th seed, bro. Because I mean, last time we got the 6th seed in the playoffs.
Yeah,
like,
you went all the way. Yeah. I think you guys were 9-7 that year.
Steelers. Against Blake Steelers, I got to put that out there.
Yeah, he loves bringing that up. I love that. Always bring that up. Always bring it up because, listen, all I could talk about with Super Bowls is losses as far as the last 10 years. You know what I mean? Like literally, within the last 10 years, we done lost that thing twice. Shout out to my Niners. Bang, bang. Still love y'all to the death. Okay, so now. Okay. Here's a rapid fire one. We're going to play you guys on a Thursday night, or do you know off the top of your head, do you know where we're playing at?
I do. It's at, oh yes, it's in the Bay.
Okay. What's up? Who you got?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I still have you guys taking that one.
You know what's funny? I'm scared of you guys that week because it's a short week after playing the Seahawks. So like that's one of my flip-flop. That's one of my flip-flop games, to be real. Like, to be a realist. That's one of my flip-flop games where like I won't be surprised if we lose out on a short week. But as long as our run game is intact and you guys are still exactly who you are, I think we got that.
I mean, because here's the thing. I think I didn't pay like close attention to the 49ers draft, but I think you guys only got better, and we didn't really do anything for right now.
Yeah. Well, maybe
I don't think it'll.
maybe you guys can put Jordan Love out at a linebacker. You can see maybe he can stop the run.
I mean, it's worth a try. What else could we do? I know we got Kirksey from Cleveland.
Yeah, in free agency, right? Yeah. He's not that bad.
He's fragile though. I thought he's injured a lot. But.
Yeah, for sure. He's a rotational guy. Okay.
Yeah. And then because we also picked up like a linebacker from Minnesota, who he seems decent. I've watched some film on him, but I think he's just too young to make an impact yet. So.
Okay, so how about this? Okay, here we go. Here's another quick hitter one, right? Did you ever grow up watching? Maybe this is not a quick hitter. Did you ever grow up watching Step by Step?
No.
Okay, well, are you familiar with like Full House and like Family Matters?
Full House.
Yeah, Full House, Family Matters, shit like that, right? So they also had this. So Full House was in Frisco, Family Matters was in Chicago. ABC, they had another one called Step by Step, and it was about a guy with a couple of kids and a woman. She had a couple of kids. They got married, so they that's why it's called Step by Step, because you had all these children. You had like 6 children in the house now, and they're all step brother and sister, right? But they lived in Wisconsin, and they were all Packers fans, right? So, anyways,
I like to do it.
Yeah, so anyways, since you're not familiar with the show, I won't ask you anything about the show, but I was really going to ask you, how bullshit is that a representation of Wisconsin? Because ain't none of them had the accent or nothing. You know what I mean? Like, none of them...
I don't understand when people say we have an accent.
Well, because you didn't grow up around this shit. So, it sounds like it's the same way, like, anytime I used to be in the South, I used to travel a lot. I'd be in the South. You know what I'm saying? I've been in Texas. I've been in, Florida. I've been, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, I've even been in the East Coast. I've been in New York. And, like, where motherfuckers would be like, they would know I'm from Cali because I talked regular is what they would call it. They'd be like, you talk proper. That's what they would say. But, like, the Midwest has a certain, especially Wisconsin, they have a certain twang. You know what I mean? They have a certain, like, Midwest accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but you know what though? I will say this though, you definitely don't have it that's noticeable at all. So I can understand why you say I don't get it, because like I've actually listened to your podcast and I've actually talked with you a number of times, where it's like you actually talk more proper than anything. It's probably because you're educated and you've been around all over different places of the United States, so it's like. Maybe it just fell off or something. But and you know what too is sad is like when people think of Wisconsin, they either think of the Green Bay Packers or they think of like the Stephen Avery Making a Murder documentary.
Oh yeah.
And they all had that accent like crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Okay, more rapid fire. Okay,
let's do it.
So I am from California, where we have one hell of a brand of cheese, right? But what's so fucking great about Wisconsin cheese? Like, why? Like, I don't ever understood the origins of why they call you guys cheeseheads. Is the cheese that great, or is like what was that like? One of your guys' main. What's the word I'm looking for? When you're from an area and you have like a product, is that one of you guys' main like staples as far as like over the last century? Like, do you guys ship out a lot of cheese? I don't get it. Like, explain this to me, because I don't know.
I think along with cheese, it's like
resources.
Like
there you go. Is that one of your greatest resources? Yeah. Cheese.
Yeah, it's like cheese, beer, and brats are like the big things here.
Ooh, okay. I fuck with cheese, beer, and brats.
It's not bad. You can make a meal out of that.
Fuck yeah, you can.
But like, I think I speak on behalf of all my fellow Wisconsinites. The biggest thing about cheese in Wisconsin is it's all about the cheese curds, bro. Like, not the straight up just slices of cheese and shit. It's all about the cheese curds.
So do you guys put that like on nachos and shit? Like you guys melt that thing down, put it on some nachos?
No, bro, I'm telling you, we put cheese on literally everything here.
Hey, am I like low key a Wisconsinite? Because I put cheese on everything.
Yeah, somewhat, yeah.
I had cheese and bacon on everything, actually.
Yeah, bro, literally a popular seller in Wisconsin, and if you've never tried them, I recommend it, but it's cheese brats or like cheddar brats.
Oh, love it. I've had them.
Yeah.
Cheese is just oozing out that motherfucker. And your guys' famous cheese is the yellow joint, obviously.
Yeah, like especially with like Culver's being such a huge place here, like, and they do cheese curds pretty well. But you literally can go down the block at one restaurant and try a cheese curd. You can go to the next block at a different restaurant and a cheese curd will taste completely different. So, there's rarely a time where you will taste a cheese curd that tastes similar to another one.
Hold on, I need you to describe this cheese curd to me. So, like, because when I think of cheese curd, just when you say the word curd, right, I'm thinking of like, kind of like a halfway melted liquidy cheese. Am I with chunks in it? Am I in the ballpark? Like, what is a cheese curd?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different like versions of cheese curds, but the biggest thing, since Wisconsin is so unhealthy, I guess, the biggest thing with Wisconsin cheese curds, the most popular part is like a curd ball almost, and then it's like fried with breading around it.
Mmm.
It's got to have the breading, bro.
Mmm. Damn, you had me at.
Have you had them?
No, but you've had me at you had me at cheese ball that's fried and breaded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen me cook. You've seen how I cook. I bread and deep fry everything as possible.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, you have to try like breaded cheese curds.
Oh my god. Okay, so
bro,
are we dipping these fried breaded cheese curd balls? Are we dipping these in something? Are we dipping it in more cheese?
You can dip them in anything you want, like ranch, honey mustard, like freaking what's that one?
You had me at ranch or honey mustard though. To be honest, like that's.
You can dip it in anything, I swear. Like, and there's even
more cheese. Even more cheese. Fuck it. Dip it in more cheese.
You can make a cheese curd and then put cheese on that cheese curd.
Yeah.
That'll be good as fuck. But, like, I don't know if you've ever heard of, like, beer-battered cheese curd.
Fuck yeah. I mean, I've never heard of it, but I've heard of beer-battered things. Like beer-battered fish, beer-battered onion rings.
Beer-battered cheese curds is a huge thing here. Like, most places you go, if you get cheese curds, they literally, a lot of restaurants will just have a big tray of cheese curds as an appetizer.
Wow. Wisconsin sounds like a place I would love to go, to be honest, to go eat some cheese, because I love cheese.
You got to come out here. Me, you, Blake, and Drew will get some cheese curds with breading, beer battered, dip them in cheese, ranch, honey mustard, whatever you want.
Cheese curds give me money?
Cheese curds give me money. It's on me, by the way. I'll pay for it.
Yes. Oh, wow. And we'll have it with our brats, right? Okay, so how do you dress up your brat?
How do I dress it up?
Yeah. What we talking about? Obviously you're putting cheese curds on them, right?
Wait, how do I dress up what?
Your brats.
Oh, my brat.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my favorite thing to put on a brat is sauerkraut. No doubt. Sauerkraut, bro. There's a lot of people that I know. It's about 50-50. People either love or hate sauerkraut. And, bro,
I fuck with sauerkraut.
It's funny as fuck because my girlfriend, her dad thinks all I eat is brats. Like, he's like, oh, Eric's coming over. We gotta make brats then. Like, he thinks all I eat is brats. Like, I do like brats. That's not the only food I eat, but no, like I gotta have sauerkraut and ketchup. That's it. I like to keep it simple.
Because it's a nice contrast. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because you got the sweetness from the ketchup.
Hell yeah.
Oh man,
it's a beautiful thing. I'm telling you.
I have a story. When I was in New York, right? When I was in New York, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to do everything New York. You know, this is when I was back then. I had a YouTube series called the Bogie Show, and I would just go all over the place, and I would just do I would just do Bogie shit. You know what I mean? I'll just be me doing Bogie shit. I'll send you some links. Fucking hilarious, even. But and then the New York one actually never came out because we had canceled the show by this time. But either way, when I was in New York, I was getting a lot of footage. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, I want to eat a New York hot dog, right? I want to see what it's about. And they had the footlongs, and I'm like, they're asking me what I want on it. And I'm like, put everything on it. Sauerkraut, relish, ketchup, mustard. And they were like, we don't do ketchup. That's not New York. And I was like, what? And bro, so everywhere I went, while I was in New York, everywhere I went, I was like, I would find a hot dog stand and I'd be like, hey, y'all don't put ketchup on this shit? And they'd be like, fuck no. And so then I'm like, I refuse to believe it. I go find another hot dog stand. Hey, y'all got ketchup? Nope. And then of course then I was in Times Square. And when I was in Times Square, obviously you have all kind of shit there. So they had a hot dog stand, but it was a Chicago style hot dog stand. And I seen a ketchup bottle there, and I was like, oh, well, it makes sense because the Chicago dog has ketchup on it. You know what I mean? And it was just like it was just weird to me, like, because, I grew up, like, hot dogs to me growing up in California was like, ketchup and mustard was like the main staple. You know what I mean? And then you put everything else, onion, sauerkraut, relish. My hot dog, I have everything on it. I put mayonnaise on that bitch. I put jalapenos. I put everything on it. Bacon, too. Like, my hot dog, damn near I got to eat it with a fork and a knife because that motherfucker, you can't even hold it because it's so fucking goddamn messy, let alone if I'm going to put chili on that motherfucker, too. Like, you know what I mean? If I have a chili dog, I'll put it in everything. I'm just crazy like that, right? But anytime I go to places, I want to see how it's done, and I'll have it their way so I can know. You know what I mean? Like,
right, yeah.
So I know now if I'm in Wisconsin and I get a brat, I'm going to have a side of some deep fried cheese curds, some beer battered cheese curds, right? I'm going to go ahead and have some ranch dipping sauce. I'm going to have my brat with the goddamn sauerkraut and ketchup. You know what I mean?
You gotta and because you need a drink with that, right?
Uh-huh. Sure do.
Okay, let me tell you right now.
Okay.
Spotted Cow. Have that beer with it.
Spotted Cow.
Spotted Cow. It's only made in Wisconsin.
And it's a, what is it, a lager? What is it?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay. I fuck with lagers. All right. So we're talking about.
JJ Watts?
We're talking
JJ
about.
Watts from.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Watts from the Milwaukee area.
Bro.
All the time. I follow him on Instagram, of course. All the time. Bro. Since he's living down in Texas most of the time, all the time he's saying, got my Spotted Cow ships and stuff like that.
He's probably getting them shipped out to him.
Yeah, bro. If JJ Watt likes it, chances are you're going to like it.
Bro, JJ Watt, bro, if you listen to him talk, he kind of has the accent.
Born and raised.
He kind of has that accent a little bit. Don't you know?
Yeah. You got to fly the whole family out. You and the wife get a Spotted Cow. The kids, I don't know, Capri Sun or something. Everybody get a brat, a bunch of cheese curds. Bro, you'll be living.
Bro, that sounds like a good time, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was even asking if my Niners are playing your Packers out there. You know what I mean? That might have been a trip. You know what I mean? Maybe you might have to come out this way, and I'll show you. Know what I'm saying? I'll show you what to do out here. You know what I mean?
Bet, let's do it. It's been a few years since I was out in the Bay Area.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely show you. I'll definitely show you some. You know, we're very multicultural with the food out here. You know what I mean? You'll love it out here, bro. Especially if you're.
You'll give me a personal tour?
What's up?
You'll give me a personal tour?
Fuck yeah, I would, bro. Come on now. If you're in my vicinity, bro. You know what I mean?
Let's do it.
It would be disrespect if I did it. You know what I mean? Okay.
Let's fucking do it.
All right, so I'm trying to think of a couple more before we really close this thing out.
Let's do it.
Let's go
Give
with.
it to me.
Let's go with. Okay. If you could name one thing right now, and this might be the obvious, but if you can name one thing, or it might be obvious, but if you can name one thing right now that the Packers need to address, you know, positional wise, what is it?
I would debate between linebacker, receiver. I would say I would go with receiver just because we did pick up Kirksey in free agency and we drafted Kamal Martin at linebacker. So, I mean, that's something. But if there's something we have to pay attention to, I think it would have to be receiver, I guess. I don't know. I'm not as down on our receiving core as everybody else is. I think, like we were just talking about, Lazard and Adams alone, I think would be decent.
And I think Matt LaFleur feels the same way as you, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think everybody thinks it's like our receiving core is the end of the world right now. I don't think that way. I think there could be improvements, most definitely. But even with our new tight end and our tight end from last year, Jay Sternberger, I think we'll be okay. But I don't know. That's a tough question, to be honest.
Well, you know what? Maybe if I didn't say one, you could choose both, because you're kind of half on both. Because you can make an argument that, like, you might have, because you did address both positions. I think just people are more hung up on the fact that you guys drafted Jordan Love instead of one of them high-end receivers in the draft, or one of them high-end linebackers in the draft. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everyone's issue is we didn't get a big name.
You know what I would say? It is a position, and it's the defensive coordinator position, or coach, or whatever you want to call it. Maybe mine doesn't make sense, but I think if you guys had a better D coordinator, that could really change the game for you guys. Because
I know,
because they actually kept him around from the old regime.
Yep.
And I think that's
one
part
of the few.
that was part of Matt LaFleur, like, being a new head coach, where he was like, okay, well, let me just go ahead and keep this guy on, since he already got these guys. He knows these guys, and these guys know his scheme. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay.
The Smith brother edition was fantastic.
Okay, these are some rapid fire ones, and it's gonna have a lot to do with food, because, like your lady's dad, he thinks she only like brats, right? Listen, Eric Chum Dog, he likes a bunch of different foods too. So let's go see what kind of foods he prefers. All right. So let's go with tacos or burritos.
Oh, tacos.
So do you guys actually have good Mexican or taquerios out there?
I think you'd be surprised with all the little taco joints we have in every town. We have a little one in town called Dos Gringos.
Okay, that means two white boys. Dos Gringos means two white boys.
Yeah, I don't have the accent for it, but yeah, Dos Gringos. That one's popular. There's Palenque too. There's everywhere you go, you'll see. You just gotta find the right place, you know. But yeah, there's definitely some spots you gotta check out for the Mexican food.
Okay. How about this? I know Chicago Bears are your sworn enemies, but
oh my god,
do you like deep dish pizza? Or if not, what's the type of pizza you prefer?
Unfortunately, I love deep dish pizza. Unfortunately, it is fantastic. If I ever have the
It's
option
phenomenal.
to eat deep dish,
It's phenomenal.
it's usually the way I go.
It's a hearty
It's
meal.
brilliant.
It's not like
Yeah.
having a slice of pizza. You're actually having a pie.
Oh yeah, exactly. You can just eat the pizza. You don't need shit with it.
Right? Okay, so tell me about the Chum Dog deep dish pizza. What kind of deep dish pizza are we talking about? What's in it?
God, I honestly, when I think about this, I think I need to find new friends because so many of my friends are just like, oh, I just want pizza with just do pepperoni and just do sausage.
Boring.
And I hate when people say just do a cheese pizza. That's
Oh
the
my
worst pizza that
god!
is-
You need
that's
new friends.
disgusting. That's not even pizza, bro.
They're like, put cheese curds in it.
There is cheese curd pizza out here.
Oh yeah, is it phenomenal? But you got. What do you put? Sliced brats in it? I think we might have some. If they don't do that already, we might have something there.
All right, fly out here. We'll make it happen.
That actually sounds
No,
good.
I need to put Supreme Deluxe, whatever they call it. I need everything. I need the mushrooms. I need the pepperoni. I need the sausage. I
Bell
need
peppers,
the
onions,
Oh.
olives, tomatoes. I want it all. Like, you know what I do, bro? Anytime I'm anytime I'm fucking with a deep dish pizza, or even just a pizza in general, I would ask them, give me the supreme vegetarian, right? So it has every kind of veggie they have in the building. And then I tell them to put, pepperoni, bacon, sausage, you know what I'm saying? Extra bacon. You know what I mean? I want it all. I like, give me, matter of fact, put every vegetable and every meat you got in the building and throw it all in that motherfucker.
Like, it'll work.
Yes.
Like, here's the thing. So I'm a college athlete, so I like to try and stay in shape as much as I can.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I love to eat all the shit in the world. But when I like to think, I say to myself when I eat like a deluxe or supreme pizza, I like to just think to myself that I am eating healthy.
Yeah, because you got all the veggies.
Vegetables and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm like, I try and convince my girl that I eat healthy because I throw all this shit on my pizza and she thinks it's disgusting. But I try to convince her, she swears that I still eat bad.
Bro, okay. Growing up, people that I used to know that weren't originally from California, they thought ranch, like dipping your pizza or like eating your pizza with ranch, was weird. I mean, that's
like normal. That's normal.
exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Damn, am I somewhere in my past life, did I spend a lot of time in Wisconsin or something? I'm like, bro, like, they're fucking with deep fried cheese balls and shit. I'm like, yo, this is like right up my alley.
You might have been born here. Have you checked?
Nah. I was definitely born out here, but and I will say, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean, one of my favorite cartoons growing up, and you might want to look this up because this is way before your time. It was called Bobby's World, and Bobby's World took place. It was a cartoon where it was a young kid named Bobby, and he always used his imagination. He would just imagine, he would like fantasize these things and like he would go on adventures, right? But his mom was from Wisconsin and she talked like this. I don't Oh, Bobby, come inside, Bobby. I don't like, it was just like, so growing up, that was my stereotype of anyone I knew that came from Wisconsin. You know what I mean?
Very inaccurate.
It's called Bobby's World. Check it out, bro. It's fucking hilarious.
I'll definitely have to check it out because that's very inaccurate as far as I know.
I mean, check it out, dude. It's very inaccurate. I don't Oh, that's funny. Man. Chum Dog.
Let's hear it.
Okay. You know what? I think I got one more for you. Okay. So, like you said, besides the brats, right? And then I know you one of your guilty pleasures is deep dish pizza, right? So
Oh,
What are some of the foods that you actually avoid? Like, what is it, like seafood or like, sushi? Like what don't you fuck with? Cause I feel like me and you can, like, when you come to the Bay Area one day, we got every restaurant you can imagine. I feel like me and you could just go anywhere and be like, oh, yeah, we're good. But like,
oh yeah.
yeah, but is there shit that you don't fuck with?
I hate sushi. Sushi
There it
terrible.
is. There it is. Bro, I'll take you to some good sushi spots.
It's disgusting, bro.
Well, you know what? Which brings me to my next question. Do you eat pussy? Don't answer that. Wait, listen. You know what? I'll tell you this much though. I'm not a sushi guy for real, for real. My girl loves sushi. When I go to the sushi joints, I'm eating all the shrimp tempura shit. I'm eating all the deep fried stuff.
Like, shrimp is fire, bro. I love shrimp.
Yeah, but I'm eating all the breaded shrimp, like I'm eating all the shrimp tempura. That's like where they batter it and they deep fry it. You know what I mean? Like that's the shit I'm eating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what the fuck? Why do girls like sushi, bro?
I don't know, bro. I mean, I feel like I think in California too. It's kind of like. We're from a place where the sushi, we're not far from the ocean, so the sushi probably is better than it would be in a place like Wisconsin, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the sushi, sushi, or the fish definitely traveled a ways. Unless you guys are doing like more freshwater stuff, because you guys do got lakes in the motherfucker, or you're not far from those joints. But seafood is obviously like, that's the key to sushi. And like, I mean, I think it's a California thing. I also think it's very pretentious. Like my girl, like anytime I be hella high, right? I'll be hella high because I'll be smoking hella weed. And then like my girl be like, where you want to go eat? And like, I don't even want to have the fucking argument. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like I'll sit there and name like 20 places I want to eat. And she'll be like, So I'll just be like, okay. Where do you want to eat? And I'm down. And she always says sushi. And I'll be like, fuck. And I'm like, God fucking damn it. But I know what I like at sushi joints. So it's like, okay. Because I'm not eating none of that raw shit, to be honest. And like I said, I feel like it's pretentious because it's like going to a place and it's like, here I am. Let's go spend $50 to not get full. You know what I mean? Because you're eating these small ass portions, and it's like, I want to get full, so I gotta spend $100 each. You know what I mean? Because let me preface that I didn't say $50 for both of us. It's like $50 each. You know what I mean? So if we're gonna go, and it's like but then you know what though? I ain't gonna lie. If it's like all you can eat, like like because we do have places like that where you can go like for lunch specials. I'll sit there and fuck it up. You know what I mean? Because now I'm getting my money's worth. Because come on, I'm the Give Me Money Network. You got to give me money, not take mine. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So so it's like if I'm getting more than my money's worth, then I love it. You know what I'm saying? But like still, even then, I'm not getting the goddamn raw shit too much. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing the salmon or I don't mind the tuna, I guess, but like. Just in general, bro. I get the shrimp that's deep fried and battered and that shit's fire to me. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. That shit's amazing. Like at Red Lobster.
Oh yeah.
Get the shrimp with me, bro.
Love breaded. Bro, you see me with them butterfly shrimps I threw down on? I try to make it look like Red Lobster, to be honest with you. Like I'm over here trying to make it look like that motherfucker. You know what I mean? And how about this? I got an air fryer. And like, bro, so it's like, you can do them quote unquote deep fried joints and it's quote unquote healthy now. You know what I mean? Healthier.
Oh, yeah.
Them air fryers put that in your repertoire. It also makes cooking like fucking a cinch. You'll love an air fryer, bro. Yeah, man. Well, shit, man. Eric, a.k.a. Chum Dog himself. One half a hot take cold turkey. Man, it was one hell of an episode, man. Appreciate your patience. I know I was running late a little bit. And I know you got...
Before we cut out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before we cut out.
Go ahead.
I got one rapid fire question for you.
Okay, yeah, bust it. I was really trying to sew it up because I know you had work in the morning. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm all right. I got time.
Okay, yeah, bust it. I'm here with you. Let's go.
Let's roll. I'm feeling it. Okay. If you could pick one sport to play professionally besides football, basketball, or baseball, what would it be, and what position would you play?
Ooh, this is a good one. Golf. Because
Really? You're a golfer.
No, I'm not a golfer. That's why. I'm terrible at golf. But if I could play it professionally, and one of my favorite movies is Happy Gilmore. So I always wanted to be that standout golfer that just changes the game, just annoying everyone. I got my Jamaican horns. I got a fucking megaphone. You know what I'm saying? My caddy, we got 15-inch speakers on our goddamn golf cart. We're just slapping.
Oh, yeah.
We're slapping music loud. We're drinking. And obviously I'm a professional, so I'm some kind of good, right? So people will always... They would always have the odds stacked against me. I would, you know what I'm saying? I would change the game of golf.
Hell yeah. That's what Happy Gilmore is a hell of a movie.
Fucking hell of a movie. And if not golf, honorable mention, hockey, bro. Because I'm a terrible skater. Kind of the same thing. Kind of the same way Happy Gilmore wanted to be a professional hockey player. Fuck it. And you know what? I would love to be an enforcer.
Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
You're basically Happy Gilmore.
I love and shout out to Adam Sandler. He's one of my heroes. A matter of fact,
oh my God,
I feel like I can go back to school right now from kindergarten and just kill it. You know what I mean?
Give Adam Sandler the Jamaicans. Let's go.
Let's go, right? And I'm telling you, bro, like if I goddamn played hockey, I would definitely be an enforcer because I'll be out there fighting, fuck it, we're squabbing. You know what I mean? We're fucking squabbing on the ice. I'm trying to take off my ice skate and stab somebody.
Bro, you gotta come out to Wisconsin. And I also work at a golf course, so we can go out golfing. I can bring a guest for free. You can come out and golf with me for free, though. We can go get something to eat after. Spotted cow, a brat.
Yeah.
Curd.
Sounds like a good time, bro. You know what I mean? And like
only the best.
Right? And like, yeah, and then you know what else too? I always wanted to be a bobsledder too. I always thought that looked hella fun.
Oh, yeah. Like the movie Bobsled. What's that movie called?
Cool Running. Yeah, classic. You know what
Great
I mean?
movie.
You took some Jamaicans and you look at. Oh, I found some way to bring up Jamaicans, didn't I? You know what I mean? Beep, 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 beep. You go ahead and you get some Jamaicans, me and some Jamaicans, and you throw us in a goddamn bobsled. You know what I'm saying? And we're smashing like a bullet. You know what I mean? Like a bullet, fucking like a bat fly fresh out of hell, or however the saying goes.
They go fast as fuck. It's insane.
For real, dog. Like it's life or death for real. Like, and you know I'm a skinny fucker, so like I would be great to be the guy steering that thing, because you know you need the heavier guy on the back. You know what I mean? Because I guess that's how. I mean, I might have that wrong, but as far as my knowledge goes, I guess the heavier guy out of the team is usually the guy on the back. You know what I mean?
Oh wait, wouldn't the heavier be in the?
Oh, you're right. So I would be the guy pushing that thing. I'd be the guy pushing that thing. Oh yeah, we would kill it.
At the end.
I would be flying through the air, holding on for dear life because I'm so light. And bro, we would win several gold medals. You know what I mean? All right, how about you? I know you're a baseball player. By second nature. And besides football, what would it be?
Well, no, I mean I played youth baseball all the time, but no, 100% soccer. That's actually what I play in college. So
the real football.
Soccer's my sport.
Nice.
Yeah, the real football. That's my sport, bro.
What's your country? What's the country you root for?
So if we're going international, I mean my nationality is Switzerland.
Okay.
So they're my team. I have a tattoo right on my chest that says "Forever Swiss." Like I'm a diehard Switzerland.
So everywhere you go, you got a Swiss Army knife in your pocket, don't you?
Exactly, bro. Like
nice.
My last name is like unheard of in the United States, but like it's the name of a shoe store in Switzerland. Like it's popular over there, bro.
So over there, you're like well known.
I'm like the shit over there, pretty much.
Yeah, and you got one hell of a watch too,
Yeah, exactly.
bro.
And
And
the Swiss cheese is great too.
oh, see, and I know you know your cheese too. You know what I mean? I know. And listen. My mom's right. She used to work for a company called Silicon Graphics because I grew up in the Silicon Valley, and every year her company would fly her out to Europe, and I never went, but she would always come back with boxes and boxes of goddamn Swiss chocolate. Some of the most amazing chocolate, bro. Like my favorite chocolate is white chocolate, and like I'm forever chasing the white chocolate that she used to bring from there. Like I love white chocolate. I've never found anything that's ever rivaled their white chocolate or just their chocolate in general. Like fucking amazing, dude.
Swiss chocolate's incredible.
Incredible.
Bro, it's insane. But yeah,
and the women, incredible. Big. That's where you're gonna find. That's where you're gonna find them 5'9", 5'11", big old tall glasses of milk. You know what I mean? Blonde hair, big old busts. You know what I mean? Big old breasts. You know what I mean?
We got it going on over there.
Go over there and watch some soccer, eat some brats with some Swiss cheese on it.
Exactly. That's the life.
Sounds like a good time, brother. Man, this episode was dope, man. You know me, man. You've listened to my joints. I always have a good time, but I knew this one was gonna be great. And it was crazy too, because I knew like as relaxed and reserved as you are, I was gonna try my best to like get you hype. You know what I mean? And even when I was about to close it up, you were like, no, we on now. You're like, I'm feeling it now. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
What's up? You got some more for me?
Oh shit.
He's like after I put too much pressure on that one, huh? Hey, I will say this though, right? I'm not really a big fan of soccer, but a lot of my Mexican partners is, and bro, like they'll be like, what are you doing tomorrow morning? And I'd be like, okay, what time? They'd be like, like at 5 a.m. I'm like, why? What's good? We're gonna watch the Mexican team play out there in whatever the fuck country, right? And I'd be like, all right, let's go. You know what I mean? And I'd show up and we'd just start drinking at a goddamn 5 a.m. And I remember, I think it was Spain. Spain, first of all, one of my favorite colors is purple. And in Spain, I think, do I have this correct? That Spain's, their team color was purple. And I had this Adidas sweatsuit, bro, or this tracksuit. And it was all like basically lavender purple with the white stripes, obviously, on the side. And like, people used to walk up to me when I'd wear that tracksuit, and they'd be like, so you're a fan of Spain? And I'd be like, yeah. You know what I mean? But like, I didn't fucking know because I don't know soccer, but I just thought it was fly as fuck. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I like to wear fly shit that stands out. You know what I mean? But hey, yo, soccer is gangster as shit. Yeah, man. You already know.
Like soccer's the shit, bro. I could talk soccer for hours, bro.
Well, I bet you can, because you know what I'm saying? Even if there was, shit, you'll talk Korean baseball for God's sakes, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't doubt that you'll talk about something you love forever. You know what I mean? Okay, so what would you be then in soccer? What position?
Well, I play defender for my school, so yeah, I'd probably a field defender. I'm an outside back. So,
okay, I see you.
I like to get up the wing and attack a little bit when I can, but gotta work my ass off.
I would love to play goalie.
Goalie, really?
Yeah, because goalies are they either are the heroes or everyone shits on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
you live with the goalie.
And I you know what I'm saying? I'll be able to use my hands too. That's why. You know what I mean? I'll be the one motherfucker that's like, listen, I can use my hands, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have a favorite soccer player?
I just don't. You know what? Who's that one dude? He had that one move with the elbow. Yeah, he was a Mexican. Man, he was like one of the greatest ever. That definitely doesn't narrow it down. I mean, besides that, because to be honest, dog, like I'm not too versed in soccer. I mean, the only guy I'm even familiar with as far as name value goes is goddamn, Beckham. You know what I mean? That's like the only guy I'm like aware of. Cause
you don't know Messi or Ronaldo?
That's who I'm talking about. He had that highlight with the elbow where he fucking pops it up with the elbow and then he does that backwards kick. Bam! Fucking Ronaldo, bro. He's savage.
Oh, I thought you said he was Mexican.
Well, I mean, come on, tomato. What is he, a Spaniard?
No, he's Portuguese.
See? That sounded racist, huh? I said tomato. Well, you know what? You know what's funny is I'm Filipino, but I got mad Spanish blood, so it's like they call me mestizo. You know what I mean? Because I'm mixed. You know what I mean? And like, bro, I walk into a taqueria and they start talking to me in Spanish, and I'd be like, no, I'm Chino. You know what I mean? And then like they'll just look at me like a disgrace. Like, look at this Mexican. He doesn't know how to speak our language. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, I'm Filipino. You know what I mean? But yes, the dude from Portugal. Oh my God, Ronaldo's the GOAT.
He's your guy? Wow.
He's my guy.
Yeah, he's a fucking beast, bro.
Is he still active? He's still active, huh?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be around.
Yeah, you better start watching him before he retires.
Well, you know me, I'm a highlights guy. That's, you know what I'm saying? And even when I do watch a soccer game with my boys or some shit, bro, I'm getting so fucking plastered. I don't even fucking remember that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Remember what the fuck happened?
No, I just my favorite part is when they finally do score. I fucking love that. How hype and goal!
You would be perfect for calling a goal.
Bro, I might even be that guy. I learned some Spanish, learned a bit of Portuguese. I got cousins that are half Portuguese, you know what I'm saying? And like they fucking love soccer, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's the whole reason that's probably the whole reason I'm even aware of Ronaldo, to be honest with you, now that I think about it. Shout out to my cousin Apollo. You know what I'm saying? My cousin Apollo, you feel me?
Apollo.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's a big soccer head, you know what I mean?
What about colleges? What's your college team?
My college teams, bro, like as far as football, man, I'm not too.
Yeah, sports in general.
I have a handful of them. I love Clemson. I love Alabama.
Oh, you're the kind of guy that jumps around on teams.
Yeah, because listen. The only reason I even got into college football is when I started getting really deep into fantasy football, where I had to start paying attention to them. You know what I mean? So I could really scout these, the draft class coming out. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if I was to choose, bro, I'd say Stanford or San Jose State because that's local. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Spartans.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's probably different from here, compared to out by you. Because there's so many like big name universities around you.
For sure, bro. I mean, listen, we have Cal State. We have, UCLA. We have USC. We have goddamn, Fresno. We have fucking, San Jose State. Stanford. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was gonna say UCSF, but they're not that great in college ball. I mean, dog, it just the list goes on. Then you go into areas like outside of the Bay Area, like up north, like around Eureka and goddamn, or even Catali. You know what I'm saying? That's really right outside the Bay Area. There's another one, Roseville, Rose Grant. I forget. See, I'm really bad at it because I usually pay attention to like the Pac-12s and like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm paying attention to where the league's looking at. You know what I mean? I'm not going to front like I'm a big college dude by any means. Like, matter of fact, that's why I love betting on college football, to be honest, because I don't have any bias where I could really you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro. Shout out Brandon Wolf, though. He played baseball at Stanford. He played for the Dock Spiders, and me and Blake were working there. He's a fucking beast, bro.
Nice. Yeah,
bro. His last name Wolf, bro. He his walk up song. He'd walk up to the plate, and his walk up song was "The Big Bad Wolf," and then they like howl, bro. It was funny as fuck.
That's awesome. That's awesome just to have your own like theme song or your own walk up song.
I know. And like the kids would get into it because it would like howl. It was like, woo!
Tight. Man. Yeah, you know what's dope, man, is like, you know, chopping it with you and Blake. You know, you guys are really like, you know, you guys are filling me in on like, you know, the culture over there in the Midwest or in more so in Wisconsin. And you know what I mean? Like I wasn't aware of the Northwoods League and stuff like that. And it was just like, it's dope, man, because you know, when you guys get together, these are some of those great memories that you talk about. You know what I mean? Like your time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Those are the experiences we can talk about on things like this, you know?
Yeah.
It's awesome to look back.
Oh yeah. But yeah, brother, well shit, man. Let them know where they can find you again. You know what I'm saying? You and your partner, young Drew, let them know where they can find you guys and where they can find all that lovely content, that hot take cold turkey ism.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you can find us. Go listen to us on Spotify, Anchor, all that good shit. Go check it out. Listen to us. You can follow us on Twitter at HTCT Podcast and on Instagram at hot take _cold turkey. And again, make sure to check us out on YouTube now. We'll be getting more shit out on YouTube at Hot Take Cold Turkey Podcast. You can check me out personally on Twitter at Eric_Trump and on Instagram at TrumpDog7. Check me out. I'm always interacting with the Rum Boys family. It's a blast. Me and Drew love being a part of the family.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to appreciate the fuck out of you. Like, this was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again.
Oh, yeah, man. Next time I'm bringing you and Andrew, we're going to have the full effect of the hot take cold turkey. You feel me?
Hell yeah, let's do it. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, man, we're definitely gonna do that back to back. The next time you guys get me on, we're gonna make that a thing. Cause I know Drew. Yeah, you said Drew's in town. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Make a day of it.
Oh yeah, do it for sure, my brother. Man, really appreciate you, man. Hell of a time. You know what I mean? Great content for the Playmakers. You know what I mean? Everybody, I'm gonna have all those links in the description of this episode. You know what I mean? And you guys already know how Bogart does, man. This is just one of those. It's almost like cheating in life. You know what I mean? Like I'm having fun doing what we love. You know what I mean? It's like we're over here cheating life, bro. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure, my brother. Man, you take it easy, man. Have a good one. You be safe. You know what I'm saying? And man, cheese curds give me money. You feel me?
Cheese curds give me money. I appreciate you, bro.
For sure, my brother. Peace.
Peace out.